Hi there, Mr. Hanley here. I'm going to show you how to do a two-digit multiplication sum. Here we go. Let's say 423 times 42. Now, with a two-digit multiplication sum, I always like to set it out like this. And the first step that you should do right away is to put a 0 in the ones column of the second answer section. Now we can get started. Now, one of the things I often recommend is that you get something and you cover up that number there. I've just used an arrow. Here we go. Now it looks like a single digit multiplication sum. So we say, I might actually undo that. Let's imagine it's covered up. Alright, here we go. We say 3 times 2, and that gives us 6. So we put our 6 there. Now we say 2 times 2, that gives us 4. We put the 4 there. And now we can say 8 times 2, and that gives us 8. Now, as I said a moment ago, I think it's a good idea to cover it up with something. So or cover up the number you're not using with something. So for this time, I'm going to cover up the 2. And it's again now a one-digit multiplication sum. We'll just say 3 times 4, 2 times 4, 4 times 4. But I'll undo that. So let's imagine that number 2 is covered up. Let's get started. 3 times 4, and that gives us 12. So we put the 2 from the 12 in the next available space in the second answer column. And the 1 that is left over from the 12, we put it above here. Now we can say 2 times 4, and that gives us 8, plus the 1 that we carried, and that gives us 9. And now we can finish off by saying 4 times 4, and that gives us 16. So we're moving out a little bit. It's really important that we keep our numbers in their correct columns. Now, once you've done that, the next step is to plus these two answers together. So let's say 6 plus 0, that gives us 6. 4 plus 2, that gives us 6. 8 plus 9 gives us 17. Put down the 7, carry the 1. 1 plus 6 gives us 7, and there's nothing there, plus the 1, and that gives us 1. And there's your answer.